champion Philippe Coutelas is determined to take the PKA World Heavyweight crown back to Europe. Van Camford, Joe Corley, and Karate Kid's Pat Morita were at ringside to call the action.
It's the Metro Center in Rockford, Illinois, and the explosions are going off. The crowd is going crazy as the hometown hero, the world heavyweight champion, Bad Brad Hefton, is making his way into the Metro Center. And look at this. Look at the expression on his face. Is he psyched up, Joe Corley?
He is just, it's a tremendous irony. The quiet man can turn into that kind of psyched up fighting machine.
Bad Brad Hefton putting his World Heavyweight Championship on the line against the challenger from Reims, France, Philippe Coutelas.
You know, my profession is fighting people in the ring. I don't particularly like to fight, but I'm pretty good at it.
Pretty good doesn't begin to describe Bad Brad Hefton, the most versatile heavyweight in karate history. He's a quiet, unassuming man outside the karate ring. However, in the ring, he becomes an efficient fighting machine. Tired of starving himself to maintain a light heavyweight status, Brad moved up to capture the vacant World Heavyweight crown with a narrow win over Tom Hall. Brad demonstrated his awesome kicking power as he beat Cedric Rogers in the Battle of Atlanta. Hefton moved like a lightweight against challenger Kerry Root. He threw blistering combinations, jump kicks, and power attacks from virtually every direction to defeat Root. In his most recent non-title contest, Brad called on the stopping power of his hands against George Clark. That bout, stopped here in the third round, improved his record to 23-1-1, including 13 victories by knockouts. This was his final tune-up for challenger Philippe Coutelas of Reims, France. Coutelas holds both the European and the French heavyweight titles. Coutelas has a record of 14-1-1, and he has impressive knockout power of his own, having stopped 12 of his previous opponents. As a fighter, Coutelas has a great deal of respect for Hefton, but no fear.
He's a man just like I am, so there is really nothing I should be afraid of. I have trained extremely hard for this fight, and I came to the United States with just one goal, taking the PKA World Heavyweight title back to France.
This is the first world title challenge by a European heavyweight since 1974, and Philippe Coutelas has his work cut out for him. Coutelas is known more for his punching power than his kicking prowess. But this challenger, like those before him, will have to get by the powerful hands and the devastating feet of Bad Brad Hefton. This is Van Camford with Joe Corley and special guest Pat Morita, and we'll have the PKA Heavyweight Championship of the World when we return.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. This is our main event of the evening. It's scheduled for 12 rounds, and it's for the PKA Heavyweight Championship of the World. Our referee for this bout is J.T. Will. Introducing first, the challenger. In the blue corner from Reims, France, he is 29 years old, standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in this afternoon at 193 pounds. He has a contact karate record of 14 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw with 12 wins by knockout. He's the PKA European champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Philippe Coutelas. Philippe Coutelas. And in the red corner, from Rockford, Illinois, he is 25 years old, standing 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in today at 194 pounds, has a contact karate record of 23 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 13 wins by knockout. He's the PKA World Heavyweight Champion, Bad Brad Hefton!
I don't think we have to say much else. I don't think we have to say a thing. All we have to do is say, ring that bell and let him go. The scene is set. Bad Brad Hefton, the world heavyweight champion, and this man, the challenger, challenging this man, the champion. There he is from Reims, France, Philippe Coutelas. He has won 14. He has lost only one. 12 of those 14 victories by knockout. JT Will is the referee. We're ready for the referee's instructions.
Center, center. Center. Okay, just a last second reminder, keep your kicks above the waist. In the case of a knockdown, I'll direct the standing fighter to a neutral corner. You'll stay there until I call you back. When I say break, stop immediately, step back. Do not hit or kick your opponent after I say break. Do not hit or kick your opponent if he's on the floor. There's no holding, no holding. Shake hands.
JT Will, the premier referee of the PKA Association. I have never seen a fighter sight as high as Brad Hefton. Now maybe that's good, Joe, and maybe it's bad. He is fighting an unknown quantity here in Philippe Coutelas. Pat, what do you think before we get ready for the first action?
Stirred up all the people with my singing. I didn't know I could do that.
Incidentally, you did an excellent job.
Thank you. It was a thrill.
Philippe Coutelas in the black, Brad Hefton in the blue. And here we go. Action underway in round one. 12 rounds for the world heavyweight champion.
He said if he could get inside, he might have a chance with Hefton if he knows how to work to the body and back to the head with Hefton. Hefton is not real fond of letting you get in close.
I have never seen such controlled intensity as I have.
Such irony, such a quiet, soft-spoken person outside the ring.
He's already bloodied the nose of the Frenchman here.
Coutelas has all kinds of disadvantages, obviously, coming here. He's not seen Hefton before. Somebody said, well, maybe that's not a disadvantage. Maybe that's an advantage. They said maybe he wouldn't have come if he had seen him.
Coutelas is not without experience. He and his two brothers are part of a karate team that has toured all over Europe. His last fight, he defeated the Belgian champion in order to become the European champion. So he is not a neophyte. He knows this sport, and it's developing in Europe. And you can see he's putting his punches together. A good straight left there by Coutelas. And as I think if he can stay in this fight, if it goes along, he may gain confidence.
You're right, though. He does have to stay inside because Brad has enormous punching power from a distance with his legs and his arms both.
There's a knockdown right at the... 5, 6, 7, 8. The bell rang. JT Will, I think the bell has sounded. We have some... Did the bell sound to end the round? I believe it did.
Yes, the bell did sound.
The bell sounded to end round number one.
That was an enormous punch at the bell that set the Frenchman down.
Let's keep it right here and see what's going to happen now. Right with about less than 10 seconds left in the first round. Let's see what happens here. Spinning back fist missed.
He started to throw the spinning kick. He didn't. The right hand blazed right through the glove. Bang.
A straight right. Here's another view of it. He misses with the back fist. Here comes the right. Now watch it. Right there.
Through his defenses, through the upheld hands, everything. Enormous punching power, Mr. Hefton.
Well, let's see what happens here in round number two.
Coutelas is indeed a better puncher than he is a kicker.
Oh, a straight left, a spinning back kick, another straight kick. Hefton is pulling out all the stops. Coutelas is going to have to do something tremendous here to stay in this fight. He's bleeding heavily from the nose. Spinning, jumping back kick by Brad Hefton. Blocked by Coutelas. Coutelas coming back, though. You're right, he ought to stay in close. He should not back up. That was a slip. How did you score the first round, Joe?
I had the first round as a 10-8 Hefton round by virtue of the knockdown. Coutelas does not see
Brad Hefton trying to pick his spots here now.
He's taking some enormous body shots from Brad's great leg power.
Good left jab there by Hefton. And a good roundhouse kick. It wasn't really a roundhouse kick. It was a half a roundhouse kick. 8. He's up at 8.
15 seconds left in the round.
Coutelas got a lot of heart.
He's still a little punchy. He's still a little wheezy. Hefton looking for the shot. He's going to be saved by the bell.
He seems to have more than his share of heart. He's continued to move forward all the way through. That glancing round kick glanced off his cheek. You saw his knees buckle as soon as it landed. Same kick, another angle, right up above the cheek. He looked over at his corner as if to say, where did that come from?
There's the whistle, ready for the seconds to go out, ready for action round 3. Pat Morita, our special guest. What do you think so far?
I think we're seeing an enormous champion. Brad Hefton is so well equipped for the position that he holds. He's a great champion. Coutelas has more than his hands full. However, he is a willing fighter. He has a great heart, the Frenchman.
Your expression, Morita, on the behalf of Brad Hefton, of controlled intensity. Just look at his eyes.
He's incredible. I've never seen this kind, except perhaps in 1 or 2 street fights.
Yeah.
But he's a beautiful man.
But he's under control.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's focused.
Oh, there's a right. I think that's going to be it. I do not think he's going to go on. 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. Fight's over. Brad Hefton retains the heavyweight championship with a KO in the 3rd round.
Brad Hefton has sent the Frenchman home, I think, knowing that there's a lot of work to be done before coming in lower than the number 10 position. This is a powerful, powerful, well-aimed shot by Brad Hefton. Right on the button, just inside the block. The left hand was up to block. You see Hefton's punch just inside it. Spinning kick sets it up, gets the hand down thinking about the kick, another one down, then back to the head. 2 setup shots by Hefton, followed by the finisher.
Well, those